Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about three undervalued stocks. Two I think are a great buy, and one I'm probably going to pass and not buy, and I'll explain why. This whole point of the channel is to beat and outperform the S&P 500 by picking safe stocks. So, year to date, we're up 35%, and the S&P 500 is up 13%. So, now going back to the topic, the first company that I think is a great buy, very undervalued, it is Salesforce. If you want to see the bigger dive, I actually made a video about it last week talking specifically about Salesforce. But this company kind of summarized it. It is a very, very sticky business. It works with the Fortune 500 companies, the biggest companies in the world. It works with the government. And once Salesforce is in, it's almost impossible to get Salesforce out. It is that sticky. So this company right now is down 25.6%, so almost 26% for the year. So this gives us a decent opportunity, and this company is very valued. We'd be getting the shares at a very discounted price if you look into the future earning potentials. So I think Salesforce is a great buy. The next company I want to talk about, if you haven't noticed a trend, big companies that are dominating have been kind of lagging for a little bit, but then they started getting their moment to shine. Companies like Google was lagging for a while, it was in the 160s, 150s, and now it's moment to shine, and it's still going to continue to go. So the company was kind of disrespecting Google. It happened to Meta, you know, just lagging, lagging, lagging. But this is where it shined. It was lagging right here, up 198%. A company like Meta, the market was disrespecting it right here. Now this company, you're not always going to get really, really insane dips on, but right now it is lagging compared to the other magnificent sevens, and that company is Amazon. Amazon year to date, it is up exactly 0%. It's funny how I got it that way. Good time to make a video, I guess. But yeah, this company, the market is kind of disrespecting it. Yeah, you could have been buying it here in 160s, and which we did, but you're not always going to get these prices. And if you know what the company's projection, you have a strong conviction in a company, it is good time to always buy it too if it hasn't moved for the whole year. Why? Because the company has been progressing, it has been dominating, it has been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, but the stock price is lagging. So this is where you get that asymmetry, and this is where you can make good money. This is where you start building a heavy position and start buying shares. So right now at 220, Amazon is doing well, and you can see right here in the financials for 2024, $637 billion in revenue and 60 billion in net income, and it could get higher, but right now they're investing heavily. This company is still growing massively, and anytime they get into an avenue, this company still dominates. It got into logistics, it beat UPS, it beat FedEx. It's getting into like the home cameras and speaker systems like Hey Alexa, dominating that. And now it is getting into self-driving, and I've seen this with my own eyes in Las Vegas when I was there around 2 months ago. So let's take a quick look.
We're talking about a first of its kind vehicle. No steering wheel, no pedals. You can see it here in this exclusive footage captured by CNBC's digital video team during a ride along. Now, it's a limited launch, but a meaningful one. Zoox needed special regulatory clearance just to carry passengers, given the car's novel design. But Amazon enters as the third major player in the U.S. robo-taxi race, now going head to head with Alphabet and Tesla.
So yeah, this company dominating is always innovating, and right now this stock is at 220. This is easily a $400 stock, not too far from here. It is gonna double and double. This company is something you can have and go to sleep at night and not worry at all, because Amazon will continue to dominate. Now, the stock that I wouldn't buy is Adobe. Adobe is very, very undervalued. Believe it or not, their financials is actually very good. But I think AI is actually going to disrupt Adobe and this competition like Canva. I don't think Adobe has a good moat and is easily disrupted. So for the year, Adobe's down almost 33%. And in 5 years, it's down 26%. So if you had this stock and held it for 5 years, waited for your money to grow, you would have been down 26%. And the reason why people will look at it and say, hey, maybe Adobe's financials is pretty bad. Actually, their financials is very, very good. And let's take a quick peek. So as you can see, it's continuing to grow and on an annual basis continues to grow. But I think the market is afraid of the AI disrupting Adobe. Yeah, the numbers haven't been reflected yet because AI is still in its infancy stages. But for instance, like Photoshop, Adobe was highly used for that. And they got, competition like Canva. But I don't have to do any labor. I was messing around. I was like, I used Google Gemini. I'm like, generate an image of a cat riding a skateboard down a hill with the words, life is awesome. I think it'll be fun. And Gemini makes me this in about 30 seconds. That would have taken me a long time using, Photoshop with Adobe. So Adobe, yes, undervalued, but I think the numbers will start reflecting it once AI and, imagine me if that took me 30 seconds. Imagine if you're a business or a job and just trying to generate images. This is only going to get better and better and better. It took me 30 seconds to make a decent image. I think it's still pretty good. Imagine what, maybe 6 months from now, because this AI is growing so fast. So yeah, Adobe wouldn't be a stock that I would buy, but I would buy Salesforce and Amazon right now at these prices. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you on the next one.